The show today. In the meantime, there's another huge story happening, and that has to do with Charlie Rangel. The gavel could come down on Ways and Means Committee Chair Rangel within the next 48 hours. Texas Representative John Carter introducing a resolution in the House today that could finally force a vote and remove Rangel as chair once and for all. And guess who joins us right now? Congressman Carter, to tell us about that exact resolution. All right, Representative Carter, you're going to introduce this morning. Is there any kind of a deal that's being worked out with Rangel right now?
Not, of course, with me, or with anybody that I know on our side of the aisle. They did meet, the Speaker and Chairman Rangel met last night. And the reason I know is because several press people asked me if I was going to the meeting, and I told them I wasn't invited. But I will introduce a resolution asking that the House remove Charlie Rangel as chairman of the Ways and Means Committee. I think it's appropriate. I think it's the right thing to do, and I think we have a very good chance of it passing.
And it comes up now because there's a myriad of ethics charges. The latest one resulted in his admonishment about his trips to 2007, 2008 trips to the Caribbean. Details of that we've been chronicled over and over again. But in the big picture, for the first time, there may be as many as 14 and maybe close to 40 Democrats who might agree with you, Congressman Carter, that he has to go. Bad for the party, bad for the House, bad for the country.
I believe that there's 14 or 15 commitments to vote, and the word late last night was several of the Democrat staffers were saying the dam has broken. What that means, I don't know. I'm sure we'll find out today if they give us a vote on the House floor.
Sure. In fact, Congressman, I understand, I was reading this morning on one of the news sources that apparently that 40-minute meeting with Pelosi yesterday, they were going to work out how he was going to go away, but he apparently would not quit. Although there are sources this morning, I was just looking on the Huffington Post, that says he will give up the leadership post today. He will step down. Peter Stark, Democrat from California, will take over the chairmanship, not Representative Levine. What is it in particular going forward? Which of the many troubles still pending for Charlie Rangel that we've got over on the big board bothers you the most?
Oh, we've got lots of very serious allegations still out there. The failure to report the loss, almost $1 million in assets that he just forgot on filing with the reports that we're required by law to file with the Congress.
It happens.
The apartments that he get, the apartments, the list goes on, and those things all need to be resolved, and hopefully will be in a short period of time.
Congressman, here's what the American people, I think, are irritated about, and that's the politics behind all of this. Just like they're irritated with all the politics behind health care and other issues in the last 6 months on Capitol Hill. The deals that are being made, the way in which Nancy Pelosi, some believe, is covering for Charlie Rangel, the power of the Black Congressional Caucus. Do you think that some of those members who last night actually came out and said maybe Rangel needs to go, that was the final straw here?
I think that there have definitely been members of the Black Congressional Caucus who have spoken out now and said that it's time for Rangel to step down, and I commend them for being able to stand up for what's right and doing what's right, because this is really about right and wrong. It's about the perception that the American people need to have about the quality of people that are leading, and this is one of the highest leadership chairmanship in our whole Congress, so it's important.
Would you accept him temporarily stepping aside?
I think he needs to at least step aside and be replaced. Last night, about 11 o'clock, it was being reported he was saying that he would step aside but still be the chairman. I think that's inappropriate. I think the appropriate thing would be for him to be removed as the chairman and be replaced by, if it's Pete Stark, that's the choice of the majority. But he should be replaced. They can reinstate him if all these other things go away, and they think, the Democrats think the admonishment is a minor infraction. That's the way they should look at it. This has been pending for about 2 years. I've been talking about it for a year and a half, and I think it's time we get it done.
Okay, well, we'll find out today if there is an announcement. Congressman Carter, we thank you very much for joining us live. You'll be the first one in the office today when you show up there in Capitol Hill.
I sure will.
Thank you, Congressman.
Start the coffee at 8 minutes after the hour. Let's find out what the headline